You just doubled the distance record in a 2-ton car.
Yeah.
In 49 hours, mind you.
Yeah, it's good. What's next?
Moving, turn the car off.
Yep.
And leave it in neutral.
Yep.
I reckon.
All right.
Yeah, cool. I've got the boot thing in the car, so I'll just set it up as normal.
Yeah. So just.
So how does it go? How are you setting it up?
I just stack weight on it, tie it to me, and that's about it. I can move it out here for you.
Yeah.
Twice a week, 2 hours, plus 4 30-minute stints. Since I finished the burpee challenge and I did that for a charity event for mental health, I've been searching for a new challenge, and I've been searching for something that's going to test me physically and mentally, but also something that's going to have a lot of impact and to a charity and to something that's really close to my heart. I don't want to just raise money for anything, and although that's still good, I wanted something that was really personal to me. And that's where, I landed on domestic violence. Growing up, I've seen my fair share of domestic violence against women, and so has my family. And it's a really, really horrible thing that people go through. And I think that to be able to host an event and to be able to do an event that can have such serious impact is really exciting.
So what's training been like during COVID? Obviously a few restrictions and curfews to navigate.
Yeah, it's training's certainly been interesting during COVID, that's for sure, because 5 a.m.s, which is not really an issue normally, but there's not exactly many places within your 5, 10 and 15k travel limits that you can go drag a car.
There is no alternative for us but to listen to our public health experts, take their advice and make the decision, the very difficult decision that my cabinet colleagues and I have just made on advice. And that is that Victoria will have to lock down again for 7 days from 8 p.m. tonight.
Nailed. Oh, another day on the grinder, eh? Throughout this whole training journey, experience, with lockdown and everything, Corona, it's made everything really interesting. The first being that it's very hard to drag a car with a curfew of, our curfew is 5 a.m. We're not allowed to be outside before 5 a.m. So there's not many places you can drag a car before 5 a.m., after 5 a.m., sorry. I've been doing things like what I'm doing now, which is dragging a sled, dragging certain heavy things to try and simulate, weight behind me like a car. But the thing about COVID is that every park has been absolutely packed. For me, I was searching for ages to try and find some hidden park, and I found it a few months ago. So I've just been out here 5-6 days a week, just dragging a sled. I really want to see flights.
Well, it's not gonna, you don't get flights.
I know, but imagine if we're on the runway and they're pulling us off and then there's planes coming in. I wonder if I can drag a plane. I said surely. So this is going to be the runway where we're doing it. It's a lot of road. I can see some hills, which I'm not feeling good about. Like this one, that's going to be an effort.
Turning to the left,
Yeah.
heading south, and then that definitely jumps up a little bit again. But
so we're just going to do a full lap of the place now, just so we can see the runway for the day and which side we should come from, and because there is a slight hill here, so we're just working out how we can avoid that bit.
will see you now.
Look, free to return to that emo rap. Ain't no kilo fast, the Gus's son had a reload back.
So we used to be an aircraft engineer and we worked in the hangars here for Qantas.
Yeah.
And we used to maintain them. And then that's what it used to be, Warrant to Dream and all that.
When you're you see them and you get on them, you don't think they're as big, but when you're actually underneath them, they're huge. Yeah, it's insane. So today we've just gone through, chatted with all of Avalon. Avalon's taken us through the runway, where we're going to be set up for the day, what we're going to do for toilet stops, how it's all going to work. It's been, you know, really great to see it all. The date now, we had to change the date, so it's going to be 27th, 28th, 29th of October, which is only 4 weeks away from today. It was good to move the car on the track as well. I mean, seeing that from a pace perspective gives me a bit more confidence, knowing that I can move the car at a pretty good pace. You know, 13, 14 minutes a kilometre if I need to. And I'm currently training with things that are forcing me to do about 22 minutes a kilometre. So I'm training in much higher intensity than what the actual day will be, which is good to have some positive thing there. It's gonna be so hot. It's gonna be a different type of day now. It's gonna be a hard slug the first day. The heat changes everything. Tomorrow's like 25 and raining. Yeah, so you could just, there's gonna be 19 and a half laps, but you might as well do 20. So you can just pre-write lap 1, 2, 3, all the way to 20, and then just write the timestamp as we do it. And then we'll try and do a weight stamp as well, so we know how heavy I am. If I'm getting heavier, then I'm probably dying. I've got enough water, I've got some bananas. I'm pretty much gonna be eating like a monkey for the whole time. Nah, she's not coming, she's not allowed to come. I don't like having people too close to me in that way. I feel physically prepared. I feel mentally prepared, but there's also a lot of things you can't prepare for. The heat's disappointing. The heat is very disappointing. Now, that's gonna make things very hard, but it's all right. It is what it is. Honestly, I love this shit. I feel like the most at home when I do things that are like adrenaline seeking. And for me, this is just one big bungee jump. But I'm still nervous, but I think nerves can also just mean excitement. Fear is exciting, like it's just a lot of random emotion. I should move. Yeah. That's it. I hope it just glides. We've got to make it clean, so we'll start at 9:10. So we've got 4 minutes. About 3 seconds. I don't know, whenever it turns 9:10, we're gonna start. Can you film this bit? Oh, nice. When it goes 9:10, we're off, Ash. All right, we're off. Let's go. Show it, Ash. Yeah, I'm not moving as fast as I would have liked. We've just started walking at roughly 20 minutes a K, which is a little bit too fast. So we're gonna have to back it off a bit, but we've got, what, 2 to 3 days of this. My calves are pretty sore already, but I found that through the practice of this, the calves fill up with lactic acid and then they kind of just relax themselves a bit. Kind of like your first 5 minutes of a run feels really bad. We are walking uphill as well, so hopefully the downhill will be a lot easier. Right now there's no real mental challenge. The biggest thing over the last 24 to 48 hours has been preparation of the actual event, like organising people to help, things like that. And then also trying to ignore all the fear of not being able to do it, because that's a very real thing, but trying to not let doubt go into the mind. two things coming into this event. Two things for sure. There was either one, I was going to finish the event and get it done, or two, I was going to leave in an ambulance.
I said, excuse me, but you don't understand where I'm at. I was all around the world, on span, across the map. I've been laying low and now it's time to pop up, bitch, I'm back. Now I'ma run it up. Snooze on the kid, are you dumb or what? You better go get your numbers up.
No, we got like a good spurt of wind, and we did three ups, so we hit 9k really quick, and then it was all fucking terrible after that. But yeah, I'm glad that's over. I know.
You did it.
How exciting! My whole brain is just falling apart. Oh. Good times, eh? Glad that's fucking done. Yeah, me too. I feel like it's an overwhelming amount of emotion, from relief, gratitude, just like a lot of relief.
Oh, so much relief. And now you go to bed.
Pretty sure something's like my body's starting to shut down as well, because
Like all, the muscles or organs?
my calf's still jacked, so that's good.
So you're gonna reject the rest of your life.
No, my body was like, I had a little like 20-minute nap and I was freezing and drenched in sweat, so it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Also, I'm covered in mozzies.
That's what happened this morning as well. You were just like shaking, and I was like,
I don't have, it's funny, my legs don't work, but I'm not, every other system in my body is okay.
You're completely coherent. I was 100% sure you'd be sent to the hospital after this, no matter what.
I can't wait to stick a drip in me at some point.
Yeah, I can't really complain about sleep.
I know.
I've had more than you. That's good.
It's crazy to think I haven't slept since Tuesday night.
I know. You had like 20-minute power naps. 2.
Yeah,
That was it.
Yeah. And like half of them were with a massive
And I don't even know if
siren.
you're sleeping properly.
Nah, I was like in and out.
Yes. You are a master.
Dude.
Oh, thank God.
That was long. That
That was fucking rough, man. It makes burpees look like a breather.
I think it was like, I'll have to get the time, but I think it was about 48 hours and 30 minutes around.
It's a bit rough. I want to give you guys all this gratitude, but I just haven't got it in me right now.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. That was an impressive demonstration of mental toughness.
Yeah, you guys have been great.
Mate, you guys have the best staff.
We can do it. They were good.
That's great.
Yeah, your front page of the local paper.
Yeah, which is good.
I tried to get it on the way in, but the supermarket didn't have it.
I've had a few emails actually, but I haven't been able to get back to them. So we've had a few like
Jeepers!
I mean,
That's the front page.
We've got like Lad Bible and little things like that.
How good.
It's been about 2 weeks since the carpool. 2 weeks today. No, is it 1 week? No, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks today since we finished. I don't know, in some ways it feels like it was a while ago, but I'm still tired, that's for sure. I feel like my sleep hasn't recovered still, and the body's still sore. This was my first full week back at the gym, and it was rough. I thought it was going to be a body breakdown, like a physical breakdown, where my body actually held up pretty well. Like surprisingly, like I had one small blister from the event, which is crazy. But what I didn't account for, and the difference for me, was the sleep. Like it just got to a point where 48 hours without sleep, my body was just telling me to go to sleep. So every time I would sit down, I would almost fall asleep. Or even at points when I was dragging the car, I was actually falling asleep. And people were having to guide me because I was starting to just get unconscious while I'm walking it. Through the whole event, I had about 45 minutes of sleep, which was about 20-30 minutes on the first night, and maybe 20-30 minutes on the second night. I was getting the shakes, I was getting delusional, I was starting to feel extremely emotional, like uncontrollable emotions that you just, like someone would hand me a bloody Gatorade and I'd want to cry of gratitude. Like it was just like this weird, overwhelming amount of emotion that you can't really like comprehend. Pressure is a privilege. And it's like being under such amount of pressure and getting to do this crazy event. It's like, I'm blessed to be able to do something like that. This is what I love to do. I think people don't put themselves out there to do crazy things, right? Which is why they never know they can do crazy things. So when they see something like what I've done, they instantly will be like, oh, this person's just nuts. Or this person's different. Or this, whatever it is. They'll put it on a pedestal in some way, or when the reality is it's just literally just an average dude. Like I was average at sport, I was average at school, I was average at everything. But the reason I have done something crazy is because I took the plunge to try. And that's it. Literally it. Anyone can do what I did. I absolutely guarantee anyone can drag a car 100 Ks. I genuinely from the bottom of my heart believe that. Yes, they might not be able to do it in 48 hours, but they will genuinely be able to finish it. No one tries. Like how many people failed at dragging a car 100 Ks? There's probably what, 0? Because no one's actually tried. The hardest part about mental toughness is not enduring, but actually attempting. What are we doing next? I've got some really cool ideas. I've got some really messed up ideas.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve. Stress, shield my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. Down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need